and I wanted to check in with you all. I see No Limit Wars in here. He said they already dropped. Yeah, I know they already dropped, but we wanted to discuss this. Did anyone hit on these this morning? That's the big question. Did anyone hit on these this morning? Let us know in the comments and in the chat. Do you know anyone that hit? Any of you guys? Talk to me.
No.
Nope.
I don't know anybody that hit. I was hoping I would. But, you know, they hyped it too. They said that they were going to go out to the folks that really wanted these, didn't get the 1s and the 3s, that they were going out to the folks that tried. I tried. Shit. I tried. I didn't get no early access. Would have been nice. You on mute, Famo. Would have been real nice, but didn't work.
I know I'm on mute, but
okay, my bad. But yeah, man, I was disappointed that they came out, you know, and I thought for a second when I read that description last night that, oh man, there's a chance. Old DX song, no chance, it's all you got. And that's exactly how I got treated this morning, man. Hopefully some of y'all in the chat got early access. Hopefully somebody got them.
I mean, I don't know not one person that got early access on this one. There weren't that many pairs. I talked to Stretch right before we went live. And he was even saying, you know, like I think there were 7,000 pairs total. So it wasn't a lot. The resale really isn't that bad on these things.
No,
so, you know,
it's not.
Like if you really, really want them, Danny Moore Life. Oh, is this the guy that, oh my God. Did you hear about that guy?
No.
Oh, wow. That's a crazy story.
Look into that, huh? Okay, cool.
It's about I'm pretty sure he's a YouTuber, but he dropped that N with the A.
Oh, I did see that this morning. And, I saw that this morning.
He's a white guy, and a lot of people are feeling some sort of way about that.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you guys want us to entertain that conversation, I have no problem doing that. But you know what to do. He says what rhymes with ginger. Yeah, what rhymes with ginger. So yeah, if y'all want us to entertain that, send some donos and ask questions. I don't have no problem entertaining that at all. It's not entertaining, but I mean talking about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, getting back to these. Sack is just shaking his head over there. Yeah, he did delete his Twitter. He did, I heard. Man, you know, the resale's not bad on them. What is 100 over retail, if that?
Yeah, if that. It's like it depends on what size you are. It depends on what size you are. You know, the higher sizes are a little bit more like anywhere between 120 to 150 over. But again, my whole thing is it's a 2. I've never been excited over 2s. I mean, it'd be nice to add it to my plethora of shoes that I get to choose from each day to put on my feet. But at the same time, I've never gone crazy or paid over retail for a pair of 2s, and I don't necessarily plan on starting today. You know, I mean, if I can get it for retail, cool, but otherwise, don't you agree, Sack? I mean, come on, man, it's a 2, man.
They're heavy, they're bulky. There's not really a good way to wear these joints. Like I had one pair, like the purple whatever. I traded those to my J-Rod for the open that I got on. So
some people like, you know, different strokes, different folks. I ain't mad at you if you get a pair and you like them, and God bless you if you actually got these pairs. I mean, this is a slick Rick pair to have. But at the same time, you know, this 2-wave, you know, we talk about hype train. Well,
hold up. I gotta debate you a little bit.
Please.
You just said that the shoe is not that great of a shoe. Now you just called it a slick Rick pair of shoes.
It is.
Is it really, or is it just because of it being an Maniere?
Just because of being
not to just you, but to everyone, to the sneaker culture. Is it just because it's an Maniere that people are jumping out the window?
I think so.
Like they did with the off-whites. Nobody liked them lows 2s, but because they were off-whites, everybody jumped on it. The only 2s I might want is the Balvin ones, and I really don't want them because I like them either. I don't like the colorway. I told you like months ago it was gonna be when you revealed like the pictures, first pictures. I told it was gonna be with his album. I don't like it. The first Balvin loved it. The second one, I just don't like them too. So I don't know. I'm not If I get them in retail, cool. If not, I'm not gonna fight about it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna lose my sleep.
Okay, so now let's get to this. Do you think people bought it to be a completist like Jones?
Yes.
For
Yes.
example, you have the 3 and you have the 1. Do you feel like you kind of wanted them just because you have both of them?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly why. That's exactly what attracted me to them. I've never been a fan of 2s. There's only a few 2s that made me jump out of my seat. This is, this is a cool ass collab. And it's gotten a lot of steam with the Maniere collaboration with the 1 and the 3. And I do think it is a slick Rick pair, but it's still a 2. When you take the lipstick and the prettiness off of it, and it's still a 2. Mm-hmm. There's only a few 2s in my mind. The only 2 to get me out of my seat is the Eminem 2. That's the only 2 that's gonna make me, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Otherwise, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I mean, but the Union 2s, these 2s, the Balvin 2s.
The Union 2s are the material is just horrible. I had one in hand and I couldn't get it, and I was like, I don't like how it feels. So I was like, yeah, you can keep it. And then, but you probably want to complete it because there's rumors about the Maniere 4, so you might want it if you want to have the complete pair of the Manieres.
You know what? For the resellers out there, you know what I was thinking? You could also, if you had all 3 of them, sell it as a pack, right? Like completing it. I mean, I don't like the reselling game. What's up, boy? I got to mute it. I got the Disney playing in the background, but like think about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially if you can sell it as a pack, like you just said, that's a big boy move right there. Get all 3 in one pack for like 15 or something like that for a good ticket. I mean, it has to be the right ticket. But I tell you what, I mean, it's a wave right now. These 2, it's a little wave right now. Sometimes you try to catch those waves and you're out there in the ocean and ride it into the sand. And that's what this is. This 2 is a wave right now. First you had the Unions, then you have these. Now we have the Balvins. And we're going to get the OG colorway 2s, the white, red, and black joints soon.
Well, before you had the off-white ones. Off-whites came first.
Them off-white 2s, them low tops. I mean, thanks. I forgot about those, Sec. My bad. But yeah, it's a wave right now. And there you go. The Just Don 2. There's only a few 2s.
2s are pretty freaking amazing. I will say that. I think the Eminem one is the best just because that's the details to
Don Corleone right there, bro.
Like that is something really next level. But the Just Don 2s has that beautiful suede all over it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's suede. It's either Nubuck or suede. I don't own that shoe. I don't know anyone that owns them that I see all the time. I know some of you guys own them, but as far as people I personally see, and the Mellow 2, yes, the Mellow 2 is one of the best colorways. The Mellow 2 with the white, it's a Denver Nuggets colorway. It's a really nice one.
J-Rock got it.
What is the best Air Jordan 2? I mean, that's a great debate that we can.
Eminem. Period.
Eminem. Period. M&Ms are not horrible. I'm sorry. Why would you say they're horrible? I own them. I've had them for over 10 years, by the way.
They didn't make them in a size 6.5 for Solo Man. That's why.
That's probably why. I think M&M 2 is the best M&M. It's got the most personal details to it out of all of them.
No questions asked, dude. No questions.
J-Rock got them. They're really nice.
No questions asked. And then to throw it in there even more. I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, the Union 2s look better than these. You can pick either one. I mean, I still don't like that big rubber backstop on the heel on this shoe. The crackle leather is nice, but that's kind of run its course already. It is I call them Mariners. It is an Maniere collab, so I understand the hype behind it. But man, look, as far back as I can remember, nobody's gotten excited about 2s. They're 2s. When it boils down to it, it's still a 2. So I'd throw a fit if over the 3s, maybe the 1s, even this 4 that's rumored sooner or later. But we're talking about a Jordan 2. Not one soul, as long as I've been on here, and I'm sure you guys can, a few people can contest, have ever come out and said, oh yeah, the twos, they're must cost for me. I gotta have those. Those are best silhouette. Ain't nobody saying that shit. And so, am I upset that I didn't get a pair? No. Am I gonna look at them? No. I'd rather spend that $300, $400, whatever ticket they're asking for this, on something I really want. You know, not just this. I'd buy the Union 2s before I bought this too. I really would.
I like the shoe enough to buy it for retail, but I'm not spending over retail. I mean, as I said, retail is not a lot of money for these. They're linked in the description. But I always tell Jones this, man. When Jones thinks about buying a pair, and he asks me for advice a lot at times. You know, I ask him for advice on stuff that's not sneaker related. You know, Jones is a very wise guy. You know, he knows a lot. He's got a lot of information. But, you know, I think I got a little bit over him when it comes to sneakers. So he'll ask me for a lot of advice. And I'll tell him, are you sure you want those? Because you drop 200 or 150, that could be added to the pot to get that next piece that you need.
Yep.
Like you guys may say, oh, well, this is only $200 and some, but if you put that to the side, then you could get this one. You know?
Damn right. You damn right.
So it's like you gotta sometimes put that in perspective. You do.
Yes.
You really have to put that in perspective. I do think though it will go up in value eventually, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. Look, not every Maniere sneaker is worth money. Perfect example is these. These ain't worth shit.
Oh yeah, the forces, nothing.
I made a trade this year with someone for these, right? I traded those what are they called? Crimson Red Jordan 4.
Yes, you did.
I didn't like them. So I got offered to do a trade for these. That was my first sneaker I bought this year. Those 4. And someone said, yo, I got these. If you want to do a trade, I got your size. And I said, you know what? I actually like these. So let me go for them. There's few things that irk me about the shoe though now. Do I feel kind of regret buyer's remorse? No.
Right.
The one thing I hate about this shoe is the way that the suede is cut over here. It looks really freaking stupid. Like someone just glued this onto leather. I don't like that at all. That point right there doesn't look good. But besides that, it's really a cool shoe. It's got pony hair on here. I still like this better than the 4, but at the same time, you know, Manieres, not all of them hold a lot of weight. You could get this for not that much money. But I don't buy shoes, and I never really bought shoes for value. I buy them to eventually wear. I don't buy sneakers as a collector. I never have. And you could watch throughout the 12, 13 years I've been on YouTube, I've never bought sneakers as a collector. They've always been, even when I bought the Eminem 2s, it wasn't like, oh my God, these are going to be worth bread. I'm like, no, I love Eminem, you know?
Absolutely.
I got to get the Eminem 2s. When I got the Yeezys, Kanye West, one of my favorite artists of all time, I got to get that sneaker. That's why I buy shoes. I never buy them. I've never, ever bought them for monetary value, ever. There's never been a time. Now, I know the game has changed a lot throughout the years. So I understand now the younger heads coming in here and even older heads, sometimes you kind of have to buy for monetary value because you could buy a shoe, flip it, and then get the one you really want, you know?
Yes.
They've forced the hand now for a lot of us.
They do. They do twist their arm, so to speak. They absolutely
they don't twist your arm where you have to do it, but it's either you're coming out of pocket or you're playing the game.
No, you're absolutely correct. You gotta play the game or you're coming out of the pocket. One of the two. They force your hand into doing so. And it would have been cool to get this pair, like you said, for retail. Would have been cool to get that EA. Absolutely, be part of the party. But at the same time, it's not heartbreaking. It's not like, oh man, golly, straight to the resale. No, this would have to be something that's grown on me. And I'm sticking by my guns. I've said it over the last few months. That back stop on that heel is just like, nah, pass. I'd rather get the Unions. Me personally, these twos that have come out, I'd rather get the Union twos and get these Maniere twos. That's just
I
me.
really hate that area on the back. I don't know
That's
why they did that. I mean, does anyone look at that and say, "Yo, that's hot"? I know we're gonna have a lot of people on the playback watching. We're 15 minutes into. Make sure to leave your comment if you haven't yet. If you're watching the playback, how do you feel about this this back heel not matching the upper area of the two in that burgundy, that deep burgundy color? I don't like it at all. I really don't. I really don't, man.
No,
it does. It looks awkward as hell.
This does, bro, and it's not really appealing or attractive to the eye. And you know, the cheeks on the shoes, the backside of the shoes, you know, like we like to call them, that's a popular part of the shoe, in my opinion. You know, the back part of the shoe,
right? So much, Jones. I mean, look, perfect example. Give me one sec,
please. You know, like you said, man, the backside is just, when you look at that, the python print is slick, but look at this. You get these two, and when you compare the two, I mean,
look at that. Well, it does have that too, but I don't know, man.
But it's more, but it sets it off a little bit better. The contrasting on it is better.
Yeah, I feel you.
Than a dirty white rubbery look. I mean, that just, it doesn't look good, bro.
It doesn't complement it as well at all.
No, it doesn't. That's the best way to say it. It does not complement.
It doesn't complement it. If they even made it more of a white, maybe, you know?
Yeah, I agree. 10,000%.
I think if they just made that whole piece maroon, this would have took it to a 9.5 for me. Like if they just colored the whole back piece going
fair enough.
You know how the rubber guard kind of goes, it swings down toward the middle of the shoe. Imagine if they made that all maroon or
good
burgundy.
Call on that.
Is there a difference between maroon and burgundy? I mean, is there?
I always thought it was damn near the same one.
It's damn what the same thing. Hey, what up, Shannon? How we doing, guys? Everyone, let's chop it up. Let me know what you guys thinking about what we saying. Feel free to send them donos. It's a new month. Let's get the goal popping early this time. We didn't do very good last month, so let's try to get that goal up this month.
You said that rubber guard slides into the
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If we got
that would have been slick.
Where if it was full one maroon color,
burgundy,
or burgundy, whatever the hell it is. Shout out to Ron Burgundy. That shit would have been tough as shit.
Yes, that would have been, that color contrast on that would have been a lot more appealing to the eye and a lot more attractive than that dirty backstop. And we've been saying that for the last few months, ever since we first saw that. That was the big complaint. What the hell is that? That rubber's heel is.
Yeah.
It's just not attractive and appealing at all to me. And it throws the color contrast off. It's got I get it, and I understand the attractive to us with the collab and everything, but when it boils down to it, it's still a Jordan 2. And even on battle nights, like tonight, and make sure y'all tune in at 7 o'clock sharp, me versus Big Rich. It's going to be a great battle, tons of jokes, tons of fun, and lots of competition. You're going to see a lot of nice stuff. But when you don't see people pull out twos too often in the battles on Friday nights. I could probably think of maybe 1, 2, maybe. You don't see too many people pull those shoes out because it's not everybody's favorite shoe. If it was everybody's favorite shoe, we all go out and buy resale. We all look at StockX. We all look at everything. People would have twos. Nobody has twos to pull out. Because somebody would pull out those Melos. Somebody would pull out. Maybe Tito has a couple pairs. That's the only person I can think of, not named Delz, that has a couple twos. Outside of that.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I got rid of a lot of my twos because they crease so bad.
There you go.
And when they crease, they look horrible. This is a really bad sneaker to crease on it. Because of the way it's shaped toward the toe, it's really bad. I mean, it's a very plain shoe like the Jordan 10. That's why the Jordan 10 is one of my least favorite Jordans of all times. Because it's such a plain Jane shoe, there's not much paneling on the sneaker. So you're really paying attention to every single panel of the shoe. I mean, look at how many different pieces there are to the shoe. You've got one up by the laces. Then you got that one that wraps around. Then you have one next to it. There's only 4 panels to the shoe if you look at it. On one side. There's 5 total. 5 leather panels. Adding the tongue. There's not a lot going on with this thing. It's very simplistic. So when you see the damn thing, it's very simple. Where the crease just is like you see it from a mile away. If you buy 2s, you got to make sure they fit exactly to your foot. I know that not everyone here knows everything about shoes, and I'm definitely not one that expects everyone to. But I'm telling you now, you don't want these things fitting big. If they fit big, get the right size or get something to protect that toe. Unless you just don't give a shit, He says,
Dono
he
train.
says, let's go, Delz and Jones, Dono train. Let's see, where are we going? Which one are we playing?
Shit, I say we do the ultimate Delz, man. That's my favorite. For real, man.
Nah, we got to do one with me and you in it since we're both here.
All right, let's take that ride, B. Let's take a ride. I ain't taking a ride.
Let's take the ride? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's take that ride. Let's go.
Hey, check it out, Jonesy. Hey, is there anything on my face? Jones, be careful lighting it. I think I smell gasoline.
Boom, boom, boom! What's good?
You know what time it is, right?
Almost 12.
It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky. How low can you go? All the way to the float. It's time for the percolator.
All right. I will not get the
What
crack.
the F is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
He's ridiculous.
It's time for the percolator.
Oh my
It's time
God.
for the percolator. How low can you go? All the way to the float. How
I
low
can't
can you
leave
go?
now.
All the way to the float. It's time for the percolator.
Boom, boom, boom! What's good?
What's good is Chris, man. Thank you, Chris, for the dono, bro, on a Friday. Thank you so much. You guys send the donos, we play the promos, and we keep the show rocking, and we'll show you more shoes. You guys, are we done with talking about the 2s, chat, or you want us to keep talking about these? Let us know in the chat. There's plenty more we could go into. Delz, what did Danny Moore? Okay, so since he sent the dono, I'll pull that up. Hey, why don't you give us that amazing sports report that you do so well?
Yo, last night, I'm sure everybody is tuned in. The Boston Celtics and the Golden State went at it last night in game 1 of the finals last night. And game 1 of the 22 NBA Finals is out. The Celtics striking the first blow last night, so to speak. A 120-108 comeback victory. The Celtics won game 1 with a sizzling 17-0 run in the fourth quarter. The second largest spurt in the closing frame of a finals game over the past 30 seasons. The first team to come back to be losing by double digits in the fourth quarter and then come back and win by double digits. It was really, really, really nice. The comeback started. The Celtics overcame a 15-second second half deficit in a flash. Boston unleashed a devastating barrage from behind the arc led by Al Horford hitting a career-high 6 3-pointers in a row, playing in his 146th playoff game, and finally in a finals game. He's played 145 playoff games and finally made it to an NBA Finals game. Shout out to Al Horford. The Celtics nailed their first 6 3-pointers in the fourth quarter on their way to knocking off the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Warriors, were not led by Jason Tatum last night. Jason Tatum went a dismal 3 of 14, only scoring 12 points. And then all of a sudden, Al Horford dropped down 23. Jaylen Brown dropped down 20. Marcus Smart had double digits. I mean, he had 18 of his own, including 4 3-pointers from the Defensive Player of the Year. It was a great game. The Warriors just didn't seem to have an answer for these young puppy dogs, so to speak. They looked fatigued. Their hands were on the shorts. Their hands were on their waist at the end of the fourth quarter, like they gassed themselves out. And it was a fantastic game. I was texting Delz, like, oh, man, they got a chance. The Celtics in the lead. Oh, there's a little bit of time left, Jones. Oh, no time left. And 30 seconds later. Horford's 6 3-pointers represented the most in any game of his career. And what a game to knock down 6 of them. Him playing the 5 spot, playing the center, really threw a wrench in things. When you have your center that can go out and knock down 6 3-pointers, that's 18 points from your center. That changes the whole game. It left the lane open for drives and kickouts, and it was a really entertaining game. I don't think anybody expected At least I didn't. I know a couple folks did. Expected this from the Celtics. I certainly did it in the first game, but it was a fantastic game, very entertaining. I mean, Boston had attempt 45% of its field goals from 3-point range coming into the finals. And then the only other team to have a higher percentage of that was the Dallas Mavericks. And they really showed last night with the 3-point barrage that came down in the fourth quarter. Steph Curry, didn't do much last night. Only came away with, I believe 12 points, which is a playoff low for him these playoffs. It's a fantastic win. Right now, the Boston is up 1-0. Game 2 is on Sunday again. Sunday at 8 p.m. Feels like forever away at 8 p.m. And it is in Golden State and San Francisco. And I can tell you what, this is going to be a series. Anybody that thought it wasn't, and I thought maybe the Warriors in 5. It's looking like it could go 6. It's looking like it could go 7. It was absolutely fantastic, and I certainly enjoyed it. In the first quarter alone last night, Curry
6, right? 6 3-pointers, right?
Yeah, he drained.
Second quarter, what happened? 0, right?
It fell apart, man. They didn't do anything. They had 0.
Killed. But they were still up by a lot, Jones, until that fourth quarter. They started kicking the shit out of them.
They did, man. They hit their first.
They played them. They played them in their own game and won.
They did. You're absolutely correct.
White was banging that big 3-pointer toward the end that took them to either a tie or they were up 1.
I couldn't believe it. And it was
guys,
great.
Show that love. If y'all really want me to talk about this, Danny Moore, hit the thumbs up button, send them donations because you already know what's going to happen after the show's done with monetization. Show that love. So let's get into this. This courtesy of Sneaker Fetish. He always is in tune with everything that's going on in the sneaker. Shout out to him, man. So Brandon Kicks writes, anyone here really good with, and this is all posted by him, by the way. I'm just reading off what's posted. Is anyone here good with credit score? And then he says me, and then he puts the N-I, G to the A to the A to the G to the A. I never used that word. I've been around so many heads that always address me that way, with that at the end. Always. I'm from New York. It's used freely like crazy. I see white dudes even using it in New York.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people using New York, but I never did. I remember like yesterday, my homeboy Booze would tell me, yo, you could use that word. You're not even all white, you're mixed. You're Spanish, Filipino. You could use that word. And I'd be like, I don't want to use it. It's all good, man. I just, call you my homie, instead of using that, right? Yeah. And he's gotten some heat where it looks like he deleted his Twitter account. So then this guy A-Train says YouTube shouldn't be saying support Black creators during Black History Month. And there's no context where a white person says the N-word and it's not derogatory. Stop it. And then Danny Moore writes, the meaning of the word has changed. Why don't you look at how I used it? Same as if I said me bro or me friend. Same thing. Nothing to do with race. You're just making it that way in your head. And it's BHM. Congrats. YouTube shouldn't be tweeting support. YouTube shouldn't be tweeting support any race content. And then A-Train wrote back, the N-word doesn't belong to anyone but Black people. And there's no context in which a white person uses the word, and it's not racist. So he's gotten a lot of heat over it. If I click on his channel, his thing, it's no longer in existence. Account doesn't exist. As I said, there's not much I can say, but I don't use the word. Do you guys feel that that's disrespect? I think that anything that could offend any kind of race or culture or gender shouldn't be used, especially in this day and age.
Oh,
you got to be really careful what you say.
You don't want to do that.
And forget about it being careful what you say. You should know better.
Yeah,
now, I
man.
know some heads may say, yo, it's 2022. Things change. Everyone around my way uses that all the time. But that's not the whole world. You're around your way. And if that offends some people that are African American, you shouldn't say that at all. That's just my opinion.
Agreed. 10,000% on everything you just said. Can't say it any better.
And that's just what it is, you know. And I have friends that are white that use it in front of my black friends. I hate saying that, my black friends. It sounds so fucking corny. But I hang out with a lot of different people. If you even look at a lot of different cultures, if you look at even the people that came up, my peeps that came up, we're all a lot of different backgrounds all the time.
Absolutely.
Right? We have a lot of mixed people in here. You know, it's a mixed bag here, which I love. It's very diverse. And like, I'll see some white dudes say it from around my way, around black dudes, but they won't say it. They'll say it if we're all just hanging out, you know, burning a couple down or something, or at a little get together, or at the studio or something. But then when they're out in public, they don't use that shit. If we're at the club or, you know, a rest, like where it's a public environment, they just say it around their friends, you know, that are fine with them saying that. But if you can't say it outside of your home, you shouldn't say it in your home.
Facts.
Just like if you shouldn't be doing something in your home, you shouldn't be doing it outside of your home. That's how I live by. That's what I live by, you know. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't know him. I don't watch his YouTube videos. I know he does very well, from my understanding, because, you know, I've had a few people DM me talking about him, and I looked him up. I don't really watch sneaker YouTube. I really don't. I don't. And if I do, it's usually like the heads from the beginning that are still doing videos, just to see what they're up to, you know, because I'm curious about it. I watch a few other the new guys. I like Rafi. I think Rafi has a nice show he puts together in the morning, and it's bright and early, so it's a nice thing to listen to before I start my day or start my show, you know. So there are cats that are rocking now that I do check out, but all in all, you know, if you can't say it in front of everyone, then you shouldn't say it at all. That's the way I live. What do you think, Jones?
I agree with you 10,000%. I don't care what date it is, you know, and it's disrespectful. Yeah, that's not something that comes out of my mouth, man. It's just not a good look at all. It's not good. It's not good for anybody to say that. I don't use that word. I don't know. You know, I've seen it used, like Delz said, around different crowds and things like that, and I just think it's trash. I feel like it's one of those things you say you need to take a shower and go scrub afterwards. You feel dirty. I just don't. It's not something that I don't even like people. I try to check people. It's not something that I even like to use. It's not even a word in my vocabulary. Like I said.
I mean, in New York, I'll get called that, being addressed to that, like, instead of "What's up, homie," you know. But I never would say it back, you know.
Nah.
But I'll tell you, once I started getting out of town and hitting like certain areas in the South, especially, they don't be addressing me like that out there. But in New York, they do, you know. Yeah. I mean, I've been around. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been around famous rappers, and they got white dudes around them, and they I mean, you know, and I've been around rappers that call me, you know, that address me like that too. But as I said, if you can't say that word and offend, if you could offend people, a good amount of people, then you shouldn't use it at all. That's
not
just
at all. Take that out of vocabulary.
Yeah,
I don't even think that should be used.
He says, if you said it, accept the consequences, good or bad. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to. Nah, it's just remove that word from your vocabulary, man.
King says that he's disrespectful. See, so like, look, you have King here, for example, right? He finds out to be offensive, right? And he has every right for him to feel that way. So why would I ever say that word if it would offend King?
Exactly.
Who's African American? Why would I use that word if it could offend people? Even if I have freaking a rapper from around my way even call me that. That's world known saying that all the yo, what up? You know, but King is African American, it offends him, so why am I going to say it? Right? That's the way I look at things, man.
Agreed, 10,000%. Yeah. Why even bother with it?
So I mean, this is something where, you know, African Americans are very unhappy with him, and people in general are not happy with this dude. I don't know him. I really don't know much about the dude at all, except, you know, he looks as white as an ass, you know. Whether you're white, black, everyone's ass is white, right? At the end of the day, I think most.
He does.
So,
he does look white as
tan, shit. So, you know, I mean, look, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah, he definitely dropped the ball.
I think Planet Paperboy said it right. He said it, accept the consequences, good or bad, you know?
That's bad news, man.
And, I mean, as far as him, I think all he needs to do is just, you know, apologize for offending people and move forward. You know, I've seen a lot of people that are content creators say a lot of things that I would personally think were worse than this.
Yeah.
And you know, people ain't perfect, and if he has a big following, and this looks to be from 2018. I know I sure has changed a lot. I've changed a lot. I've grown a lot in 4 years. Now, if you put the ER at the end, then I think that's Good Night Irene, right?
Yeah,
that's when it's really Good Night Irene.
No turning back.
Or does it matter? Are people canceling him? That's the question, right? Cancel in the chat. Chat, you got to interact with us, guys, if you want us to keep rocking.
I mean, he did come out, you know, he said it on Twitter. I mean, whether it was 2, 3, 4 years ago, still being brought up. So you offended enough people to, you know, still keep that in their mind. But yeah, like you said, man, you know, it's just not a good look at all. It's not a good look at all. And apologize, try to own up to it and try to move forward. But it's definitely not a good look at all. And I don't think that word should be used at all. I mean, the time frame that I was raised in and things like that's a no-no.
As far as non-African Americans.
Exactly. That's a big no-no in my opinion. Yeah. Big no-no.
That's what I mean.
I don't even like seeing other creeds or colors use that word simply because it looks trashy. It's trash. Like I said, I feel like you say that you should go scrub or take like a bath or something. Like it's real dirty.
He said this. He said he's a scammer anyways. Does fake giveaways. See, I don't know nothing about this guy, so I don't know. Guys, this ain't really him. Guys, are you guys serious? Come on. I love you, Jesus, but that ain't him. That's someone trolling right now. So yeah, we talked about it, and you see, my following doesn't even know who he is. You know, he says don't know, don't care who he is exactly. So there you go. I entertain that. If y'all ever want me to speak about anything, just send a dono and ask me, and I'll do my best to talk about that. Let's go to
so it's 12 o'clock. Everybody said that those Mariners or the Manieres were coming out, you know, they start handing it out. I haven't got any
out at 10, Jones.
Well, I saw somebody in the chat said they're actually gonna start, you know, moving them out like around noon. Whatever the case is, I didn't get any kind of notification. No, it's a wrap.
People already got them. That's Good Night Irene. We just doing the stream just to see who got them. That's the whole thing. Yep. And then, you know, we're gonna entertain a few other things.
I saw you doing this last night. I saw you looking at this last night. Hit the like button
if you want us to keep rocking. Please, let's get the likes up, and we'll cover some more sneaker news. Yeah, we gotta get the likes up. Hit the share button, please. Jones, we talked about this last night.
You did.
What
you did.
What's your opinion on this? You like them?
I don't necessarily mind the crackle. I don't know. I know a lot of folks want the OG, no questions asked. I kind of like the little renditions, the little things they made. I like the crackle. I've seen a couple other little shots. I know there's some other things coming, but to me, the crackle looks pretty slick. These 350s are growing. These 700s rather are growing on me. I shit on these to begin with. And
I hit the wrong
right
one.
Here,
and let's continue on this.
This crackle right here, I think it looks pretty slick. I like the vintage, the retro thing. And I know a lot of people aren't in favor of this. The tongue, even the toe box. I think this is. I'm interested to see, you know, the full Monty on this shoe, so to speak, and look forward to it. I like it. I like the adjustments they made. I do. I think it's pretty slick. I really, really
Jones,
do.
bro, why they don't wish that they just gave us a fresh, def, clean Chicago one?
Of course.
This?
Of course, I like that, but I kind of like the little twist they put on it. You know, the remakes. I really do. I think it's slick, and I look forward to seeing it in its full entirety. So, you know, I can make that decision whether or not it's something I really want. But from what you've shown, I think they're pretty slick. I think they got some real nice adjustments, some real nice remix patterns on it, and I look forward to being able to get a pair. Absolutely.
My whole thing is this, right, Jones?
Great.
We got this coming out. I don't mind this, right? But if they're dropping this, that means we're not going to see a Chicago for a long time. Like a clean, uncrackled Chicago. Probably for a long time.
It's going to be a while.
Because, you know, they serve us a meal and then we won't eat that same meal for a while, right?
No, we won't.
They'll give you what you want. Like, you know, like if you want, like they'll give you something else. But they
you want the military blue forward.
Yeah.
And if you come out with one of the, you know, the black and white military, black and white forwards, you know, and they're like, oh.
What's your favorite pizza to get?
Pepperoni and mushroom.
Okay, imagine there's only one pizzeria where you live, and you come to me, right? And I will only serve you pepperoni and mushroom pizza once every 3 years. And then for the rest of the 4 years, and you don't even know when it's coming back, the pepperoni mushroom pizza. You get it only once, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll say for a week, right? We'll say for a week. And you get to eat that for a week. And then after that, you are never eating pepperoni and mushroom pizza again for 3 to 4 weeks. And you know that while you're eating that pizza. That's what this situation is. You're going to buy this shoe, you're going to wear it, and while you're wearing it, you're going to realize you're not going to see a Chicago that's not crackled for 3 to 4 years. Yeah, you're going to eat the sausage slice, the fucking... You can have pepperoni, but you can't have the pepperoni and mushrooms together. You can't have that combination. You can have freaking, you know, anything you want. Vegetarian pizza, anything you want. But you can't get that particular thing for 3 to 4 years, if not more. It may even be 10 years. That sucks, bro.
That does suck when you put it like that. Oh no!
Always keep that in mind when they release a sneaker that you really want. You're not seeing it for 3 to 4 years, if not longer.
Not longer.
We got this shoe right that just recently came out.
If not longer.
In how long? When did it come out? In 2000. 20 years. This hasn't came out in 20 effing years.
Wait that long.
You know, I mean, this isn't on the same ranks to a lot of people as the Chicago one, of course. But you know,
it is a slick shoe, and you had to wait 20 years to get it. That's a good comparison, man. It make you savor every slice.
I'm thinking this right now. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
You said like nacho fries at Taco Bell. Yo, you know what Taco Bell killed me with, man? The double decker. They removed the double decker.
Fire.
That was my go-to.
Do you remember the promo for that? It was Shaq versus Hakeem. It was Shaq versus Hakeem Olajuwon, and they made it a double decker. They called it the double decker. That was the promo for that.
Really?
Right around yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah.
Wow. I gotta go and check that out again.
They did bring back the pizza though, the Mexican pizza. They brought that back on the Taco Bell menu. I had one last week, and it was fantastic.
Oh, he said he's just sent me a photo on Twitter. Thank you, man. I love that you're utilizing why I have my social media up here so you guys can hit me up. I don't see it, though. I don't see what you sent me on Twitter. Did you DM it to me?
Could definitely. What's up, Shannon? Good to see you in here. T. Marsh, Matador. Make sure y'all cam up tonight, Judge. We definitely need judges for tonight's battle, 7 p.m. sharp. It's going to be another great one. Me versus Big Rich. Can't wait.
Mhm.
Got everything down here. Prepared all week for everything Rich can throw at me. And I'm totally prepared and totally ready to get a W tonight.
Sent you another pic on Twitter. Yeah, I don't see it on Twitter. You sent it to DJ Delz?
Anybody by chance go for that Michael Jordan Foot Locker Funko?
That's
where
funny
he
you
had
just mentioned that. I just was DMing Charlie about it because Charlie's trying to get that too.
I tried to get it and I couldn't get it.
I heard you got to use the app. That's what I heard.
Is that what it has to be the app? Okay.
That's
Fair
what I
enough.
heard. Has to be the
Fair
app.
enough. That's how Ham got his. I was seeing that and I was trying to put it together because I was there at 11 a.m. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there, man. It made me upset. I got frustrated and cut it off.
Yeah, I didn't see that photo, guy. If you want, send that photo so I can get that.
So I like your comparison where you said it to the pepperoni and the mushroom. So that put things in perspective for me because I'd hate to have my pepperoni and mushroom taken away from me. So I totally understand how the thought process is going, and this is a nice compliment, but it's just not that pepperoni and mushroom. It's just not. And I want my pepperoni and mushroom. So I totally understand. I personally don't have a pair of the OG ones, the Chicago colorway. So I can understand why some folks would feel some sort of way about, them remixing this and then giving me a pineapple mushroom pepperoni instead of the mushroom and pepperoni that I want. But it is a nice little treat. And I think it is going to be something.
It is a nice treat. It is, and we're all going to try to go for them.
We are.
By the way, tonight's battle, the battle's every Friday night, guys. Every Friday night is the battle. Sometimes at 7, sometimes 7:30, sometimes it's 8 o'clock East Coast time. Tonight's battle will be at 7 o'clock p.m. sharp. We'll be getting right into it. My daughter has playoffs tomorrow. It will not be a late show tonight, okay? There will be a cutoff on Super Chats, okay? So get your Super Chats in early, all right? Start thinking your questions. And if you like, you can start sending them in now at the PayPal and write in the memo what you want to ask, and also on the Cash App. You can send them in early.
Very wise idea.
Okay, you can send them in early. Just write your screen name in the memo and your question, so that when we start at 7, we go right to the questions. Okay. If you want to wait until you come in, that's fine too. Or some folks want to do cash Super Chat. So. But if you'd like, you could ask questions now and send them in or throughout the day as you watch this show. PayPal, Cash App, write your screen name, the question, and if you want, write a backup question just in case. Okay?
Yeah. Yo, I gotta take 30 seconds. Shout out to the notorious Rojo. I see you, Smithers. I see you been rocking the last couple days in the chat. Glad to see. Hope you're feeling much better, man. Would love to see you in there judging tonight, man. If you feel up to it, you want to make a return to the judge panel. I think not just speaking for myself, but everybody on here would love to see you on the judge panel tonight. If you're available, if not, totally understand. But I just want to put it out there, man. It won't be a super long show tonight. So
no, it's not going to be a long show tonight. To get here on time, as I said, I got to do the playoff thing tomorrow. And All-Star. Get up very early tomorrow. It's a very early game tomorrow. So it's going down, man. But it's going to be a funny-ass battle tonight and very competitive. This is a battle that never happened, that we've been wanting to happen for a very long freaking time.
Supposed to happen, it just never did. Like, it was supposed to happen a couple times. It never worked out. I gave my man a call. He said, let's do it. And I said, yes, let's go. Let's have some fun. So that should be fun tonight, man. A lot of fun. What So nobody got the twos. Nobody in the chat got EA. Nobody got anything. I know Planet Paperboy. I know you got a lot of different things last week. I know. I mean, you got it, but no, the streak ended. Nobody got the twos.
Nah, it looks like no one did. These also released today.
Yeah, they did.
Sold out. They did sell out. I
knew they would. You knew they would too, right? You knew they would sell out. I mean, they got the 34 on the side, classic Phoenix colorway. What else can you say? What more can I say? Yo, that Air Max is looking tough. That Puerto Rico one's slick. I like that. I saw that today.
Puerto Rico, that comes out tomorrow, $120. Pretty light day tomorrow. Besides this one, it's pretty light. You like what? This Air? What Air?
The ones scroll down just a little bit more. Not necessarily that one, even though that one is attractive. It's got a little hairy on it, but one more. Let's go down one more. I think it's the 5th. Right there. That one on the 8th. That one's gaining a lot of speed. The
yeah. This one's fire. This is fire.
Yeah. There's 2 different colorways. I know it's this one, another one, and they are growing on me. These look the materials. It's an Air Max 1. A lot of folks doing it. You got the sail on the midsole there. You got the little gray. It looks like a little hairy bush there going around the upper. And the toe box. It's a clean shoe. I at first glance, I was talking to Stretch and said, "Oh no, these ain't the wave." These are actually very sexy and very appealing to the eye. And the Air Max 1 is always comfortable. You got your little flower there. It looks like you got leather on the toe.
That's way look like freaking slush on the New York streets by the sidewalk. It's so fluffy and rough looking at the same time. I mean, this has got some nice materials on it. Bro.
It does, Delz. It does. You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of that Swiper, De'Aaron Fox era Air Max. You remember that one? How it had all the different materials on it.
I lightly remember the materials on that, but this is fluffy.
Yeah, is that pony hair? Is that horse hair on the side there?
It looks
on the
like
panel
it.
By the swoosh.
Yeah, I think so.
You see that little twigs? Yeah, this has got some. This is gaining some steam. This is depth. Yeah, it is. There it is. A better shot.
There you go. So it does have that hair pie on there.
It does.
Sure. Hit the like button for the hair pie on the shoe.
Hey,
let's run these likes up, baby. Let's run these likes up. Hit the share button. Send them donos so we can hit promos. I'd love to play some more promos today. I'd love to play that Illa Styles promo.
I see the other one. The other one's sexy too, man, with the orange on it.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know how I feel about the hair and that bluish turquoise greenish color.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if I like the hair pie that color, you know.
And then up there around the ankle, that looks like a white, like cotton. That'll get dirty quick.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I mean, they all get dirty quick. But yeah, I think the gray one's the winner. I think this one's the winner out of the 2.
What do you guys think? Which Air Max do you like better? The more colorful one or the more duller one? I mean, they're gonna look nice on feet. They definitely.
Yeah, either way, you can't lose. If I had to make a decision right now, I'd go with the gray. I go with the gray and teal toe. That purple on the back and then that white upper on that other one. And man, all white uppers get dirty. Whatever. That's not a good excuse, but that's just. I think the gray one's more appealing. The gray with the teal is a little bit. What do you think? First glance, before you know. First
glance, I like the first one. I don't like the turquoise hair pie.
You like the colorful joint?
I like the old lady hair pie.
Okay,
I'm wrong with dark gray hair pie. That's what I like. Not the alternative. I like them alternative chicks. I love them, but
I do too.
I don't like that kind of on the shoe. You know.
I ain't mad at you, my man.
Yeah, it's not hitting right. And they have it. Well, look at it. Yeah, this one, I like this one secondary right now. Now, if it didn't have the hair, the pony hair, I may like this one better.
See,
once again, that suede it's
hey man, that toe box looks better too. And that blue right there, right before the turquoise bush, man.
Oh yeah. Is that even suede or is that some sort of like cloth material?
Oh no, I like both of them, Delz, and I thought that was purple. Now it's got the red upper there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on. I'm gonna have to analyze this before I make a final decision. But I thought that on that heel, that purple on the one right before this picture, that purple right there is a real dark, like down a little bit more, Famo, if you don't mind. That purple right there. See that purple above the red?
Yeah,
that purple is like a deep dark, like
it may be the lighting too. You know, it could be the lighting too.
I have to analyze this a little bit more before I make an exact decision. But I think the gray, the older lady bush is a little bit better than this other.
Yeah, I like the older lady bush better. Me personally. Let's see what else we got here.
The more seasoned bush.
More seasoned bush. Did someone write that, or you just said that?
I just said it.
Yeah. I like the mids. The mids are cool. These mids are nice. I'm
that chocolate
fascinated
pear
about-
is really fluffy. That chocolate pear is super fluffy.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah, you can tell it. Look,
yeah, it's a
not
nice-
fluffy.
This
but
is a
the new
dope
buff-
shoe to wear in the fall. Not right
Yes.
now, though. The
No,
pink
not
is
right
good
now.
the pink is good right now.
Yeah, you can get away with the pink easy.
The pink is perfect right now. It's hot as hell.
Yeah, you can
What-
get away with
what-
the pink right
what-
now easy.
what's-
What
what's
about the
the
Hello
chocolate-
Kitties?
You're talking over me a lot, bro.
I apologize.
Yo, what the only reason why I say that is because people aren't gonna be able to hear, you know.
Yeah, no, my bad.
Damn, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
Pink.
Oh, what I'm saying that it's hot as shit out. What's the weather like where you guys are at? Because man, yesterday was like 95 degrees. Jones, what was the weather like where you were at?
Steamy. Yesterday it's 95, but today it's cool, brisk 72.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. I have the
Steamy,
windows
said
open.
steamy. That's the worst. Steamy. Shit. Man. So let me mute myself for a quick sec. Scroll down because my kid's playing a keyboard thing over here.
Cool brisk 72 in Cincinnati today. How's everybody else's weather doing? What y'all think about this Hello Kitty remake?
You gonna get the full outfit?
Yeah, I'm not a
It
big
looks
Hello
like
Kitty.
pajamas for children right here.
Yeah,
Is my man wearing the pajama outfit?
can't do it. I can't do it. It's Hello Kitty. Some folks like Hello Kitty, and I ain't mad at you. It's just not for me. Oh, okay. There's another one.
That
Hello
Air Force
Kitty.
ain't bad. That Air Force ain't bad right there.
No, it's got some fun colors on it.
Yeah.
The sulfur,
This ain't
rush
bad.
orange.
This ain't bad. 100%. This ain't bad. Let's see what else we got.
I did see one mid-month right there.
A lot of
there.
mids, man. You got this Lux Air Force One. I don't like how the sole goes up above on the upper. I do not like that at all.
Deal breaker.
Yeah, totally ruined the shoe. Great job, Nike. You fucked it up.
You messed it up.
This one was kind of luxurious. A little something.
It does. It
You
does.
know?
It has some shine on it.
Look, it got the Sense 82 across the strap.
Look at
Croc
that
print
leather.
on the upper. This is actually kind of nice. Sail outsole, midsole, excuse me. This ain't bad. And
No.
look at the tongue, very unique on the tongue. $110. These aren't bad. But once again, who's wearing black shoes when it's freaking 95 degrees outside? Not me.
Not me.
That's for damn sure.
me.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so then we have this. Were you the one that was no? Stretch is crazy about this one.
Stretch loves these.
What's your take on this?
I think that the military forwards, the black and white military forwards, are pissing all over this. I think this is a cool shoe. There's nothing bad I can say about it. It's just not something I have to have. If I get it for retail, cool. If not, forget about it. If not, forget about it. Retail or bust on these, in my opinion.
I have zero desire for this sneaker. Zero. At first, I actually really wanted them. They kind of gave me vibes of the damn those green joints that came. They had like a light kind of green. I forgot what they were called. Green glows. But
yeah, they did.
I'm not as big of a fan as the 4s as I've gotten older. I like the 3s better. And I'm just like, I'm not the biggest fan of the 4. I like them in the classic colorways because I have a connection to them. But I don't like 4s like I used to. I think the tongue is just a tad bit too long on him at times. I don't know. I don't hate the 4. It used to be one of my favorites. And now it's a cool sneaker. It's up there as far as silhouettes, but I prefer like a 1, a 6, a 3, and the 4. As I said, a 4 would be in a top 10 silhouette for me. But I think I'm growing to like the 9 more than the 4. And I know that's not a popular decision, a popular statement. I know that, but I also say a lot of stuff that's not popular at times. What is
so when you wore your 4s the other day, because I noticed you did wear those to the ball field. When you wore your 4s the other day, did you find yourself looking at the tongue on the shoe?
No, not at all. Not at all. As I said, like the classic colorways, I love. but I don't love the shoe to the point where I have to have every single effing colorway. You know,
I wore mine. I wore my my motorsports the other day to the outlet mall, and I noticed every time I looked down, I would play with the tongue, so to speak.
Oh, there they are. They're right here. Yeah, I wore these yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean, I love how this colorway looks, you know. But the tongue is too long on this shoe.
Yeah, yeah.
You see how it sticks out like a damn chubby, you know? Like, it's like, it's a little long. I wish they when they designed the shoe, they brought it down a little bit. Because you look at
it doesn't take away my love for it, like you said, for the classic colorways, but when they introduce something new like this to that silhouette, it just doesn't hit as well.
Look at the three. Yeah. That's how a tongue's supposed to sit.
Yeah.
Now look at this one. See how that sits?
Yeah.
It's so fucking high. That's so like, to me, I'm gonna put my money to the side for something else. I have like I think I have every OG colorway of the 4. So it's not like I don't own 4s, but I don't need a colorway like this one when I have this. Like, I don't need that. Like, I'm satisfied with what I have, basically.
Yeah. I know heads are gonna go crazy for this infrared shoe. It is a 4. It is a very popular silhouette. It's attractive colorway. I know some folks, I'm gonna say like 70% are probably really excited about the shoe. Another 30% feel that same way I do, and just if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. You know, that's considering there's a lot of things coming out too. You know, like Delz said earlier. Do you want this shoe, or is it something you want to put towards something you really, really want? Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy.
Yeah, be careful out there, man. My thoughts to everyone in Florida, man. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is, man. I'm not spending. How much are they asking for this? 200, 190, 200 on a shoe. When that's $200 you could put into the next shoe, or go back and grab something that you missed out on that may be 400. You know,
facts. We
got to think logically and not buy sneakers. Buying shoes has become a bad habit for so many sneakerheads. It's a habit.
It is.
Sneakerheads are creatures of habit, right? Where we feel like we have to buy the release every week. Now, I don't feel that way, but I used to feel that way. I used to feel like, oh, it's Saturday. You know what that means? We got to buy the sneaker. I'm not doing that shit no more. Then there's no loyalty with the brand. Look.
No, there's no loyalty with the brand. You're damn right about that.
Dude, I reached out to Nike when they first brought this sneakers app. When they were first developing the sneakers app, it was around when the Yeezys came out, the Yeezy 1 Nike. It was around that. It was when the Maniere Foamposite came out, matter of fact. And they offered some money. You just had to sit down with them, and they gave you the app. And a group of us were the first to have that app. The sneakers app. So look back then, they reached out to me for that, right? To now, I was one of the first to use that app, and now I can't even get shit on the app. I never get early access. If I do, I got early access to that damn 4 that I traded for those Manieres. You know, like, it sucks. You know, I'm not gonna. There's no loyalty. There's no brand loyalty. So why am I gonna be loyal to a brand and buy every effing sneaker that releases? That's some real sheep shit.
It is.
Yeah, you're right. We ain't called sneaker addicts for nothing.
It is. You're right. You're right about that, old school.
And they got us to the point where the brand has manipulated our brains so much that we feel like when we get early access, we have to buy the shoe, or else they're gonna say, "Oh, well, we're not gonna give it to them on the next trip." Is that not some pimping 101 or what?
It's a big pimping.
How many of y'all feel that way when they give you early access? You feel like you gotta buy it, or else you may not get early access again. Leave that in the comments on the playback, please. And if you're watching live, come back and leave a comment.
I feel that way sometimes. I really do. Like, if I get exclusive access, oh shit, I better get it, or it's not gonna come my way for a long time. Or at least attempt. Like, don't cancel and never cancel your order. Like, if you get it and you decide you don't want it and you cancel your order. I mean, I've heard different folks say that. Different folks on the panels that Delz has on here, and different folks say it in the playback in the comments. Like, if you get the shoe, don't cancel it. They could, you know. But who really knows? It's like a mind F, you know. Who really knows? Are they effing with your mind? Who really knows? If you cancel order, it's gonna mess up your chances for the next shoe. If you don't get the exclusive access, is it gonna mess it up? You know, it's a mind F.
Yeah, it definitely is. Once again, we're gonna be live tonight at 7 o'clock sharp for the sneaker battle.
Can't wait.
Solomon, I don't see what you're saying here. Check your IG. Let me see something. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got another image here. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. So we actually have even more of a detailed look of the Chicago's, which is pretty awesome. Shout out to Solomon. Let me copy this real quick and we'll pop it in over here real quick. Bang. So oh my God. So even the sole is dirty. This is courtesy of Sneaker Tigger.
Oh, wow.
So the sneaker got that like not in there. Holy shit. It's got like this on the Magnus Walker.
I don't mind it. And the tongue. Now you get a better picture of the tongue there. How it's a little.
I'm not happy with this. I mean, they're gonna look good on feet, but what the hell, man? What the hell?
It's that retro vibe that they're cashing in on it. They're cashing in on that, you know, that aged vibe. I think.
Jesus. More images. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole nother program on this eventually. This looks like grade school size. Look how small that looks.
Yeah. It's gotta be.
Yeah, that's kitty. That's some kitty shit right there. Damn, man. Why didn't they just give us what we want? Like, I don't like that, man.
I don't mind the crackle so much. You don't see it along the white so much, but I'm sure along the white and the mid. That little sliver though, and up along the heel, and then the under, the outsole, and then the tongue. I'm sure. The verdict's still out. But it'll be a coveted shoe. I guarantee that.
Of course, because it's a Chicago, you know?
Exactly.
Chicago. It's going to be. But at the end of the day, I don't know, bro.
It's not the pepperoni and mushroom. At the end of the day.
Exactly. You said it.
It's not, man.
Sucks. It sucks that that's what they're doing, you know? What are you going to do?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a few years. Like you said.
Man, we're about to close it out, I think, in just a second, man. I'll give you a last call for donos, and we'll keep rocking if so. Tonight, the battle tonight, 7 o'clock sharp. 7 o'clock sharp.
Yes.
Going down.
Can't wait.
There's a lot we could talk about, but yeah, not right now. I want to close it out in an hour. But yeah, man, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget the Sneaker Addict t-shirts. Get yourself one, link below. Feel free to send them donos and leave your questions ahead of time if you'd like. Send the donos to the PayPal and the Cash App early. The battle's 100% 7 o'clock p.m. Write your screen name and write your question. And we'll talk to you later. Much love out there. Love y'all. Bong bong. Yeah. My boy's saying, hey, we out.